Yeah, I'm live. I have so many things that I want to talk about with all of you. I've actually been in hiding a little bit because of the challenges that we've had with shipping and with the making, and there's just been this delay with so many things, and it's caused me to go into hiding a little bit on the business here. But what is here is so good. And what is here is something that the American people want. The people all over the world really want what is being made here in Indonesia, as it relates to the Rattan and the peacock chairs and the furniture and such. But I gotta tell you that just coming off of Ramadan and Lebaran, it's a real legit thing. I mean, they besides the 5 times a day praying, then when they have this holiday, literally everything stops. Trucks don't move. Everything just stops. And so they spend a lot of time worshiping and praying, and that does affect the production. But there's a story here that needs to be told. And the story actually needs to be told at the exhibitions in New York City, in Las Vegas, at High Point. But in order to tell the story, it has to be a production on a production type scale. It has to be professionally done with the right technical crew, sound crew. It has to be on a big stage so that people can see the story of what's happening here and how it connects to the American people and how important this connection is for both of us, for trade, for the industry, to bring new product to the marketplace. There's so much opportunity in developing new product for the marketplace. But I gotta tell you that what's happening at the exhibitions makes it really difficult for the small makers. The stuff that you see at the exhibitions it's not really a true representation entirely of what's going on in the world of handicrafts and handmade furniture and things like that, because it is so expensive. To get a 10 by 10 space at one of these shows is like almost $6,000, and that doesn't count getting the stuff there. So it's really out of the question. And then even if you want to do a show here in Indonesia, it's the same thing. But this year I went to Singapore and I went to IFEX. They're not showing. Nobody has the peacock chairs. No one's showing it. And it's not being shown really in America like it could be, and honestly like the collection that we have curated. So there's just a lot of things that have been on my mind, a lot of things that I would love to share with you, and I feel like I need to share with you. There's opportunity for businesses if they plan ahead. If you plan ahead, if you really, really want this furniture, you have got to get a year plan going. Get your designs together. Talk to me. I can get anything you want made, but you have to be willing to give it the time so that we can make sure that you get the best quality and that you get your stuff in on time. You want it by February if you're in America, so that you have the entire February to August to sell your goods. So now we're looking at July? If you want the furniture for next year, you should be thinking about putting some sort of order together now. And if you do, the benefit is you only have to come up with like 50% of the order. And I'll work with you on pricing because I want to grow the business here. I want to grow the business here, and I want to grow it in America. But I'm not just about wanting to sell chairs. I'm wanting to tell the story and help make a connection between what's going on here in Indonesia with the Rattan makers, and especially the peacock chair makers, because it's a dying breed. And wow, we have an opportunity to help revive this industry it's iconic. I mean, the peacock chair is so iconic. It's worth reviving. But the truth of it is that the younger generation, like the 20-year-olds and stuff, they don't want to get into making because honestly, there's no money in it for them. So how do you get them excited? How do you get them excited about making? One of the ways to get them excited is to have the American students come here and and the American students, design students and such, come here and work with the Indonesian students, and they do like an exchange where the Indonesian students are teaching the Americans all about the Rattan. They can go into the forest together. They can meet the Minister of Forestry. They can meet all kinds of officials. People love to meet anybody that's interested in Rattan here. And so there's an opportunity for Americans, people, students, to do this exchange here where they can get an in-depth understanding and some training on Rattan and look at how they can develop that, not only in like furniture, but how about architectural elements in the home. There's just so many applications that could take place. Now, as far as Rattan goes in the home and interior design, we know by the trends that it's going to be strong till 2021, and they're showing it strong with like antique furniture. So if you are a collector of antique furniture, I want you to imagine putting one Rattan piece in with your furniture, because when you do, it brings like this new life. It's just this beautiful juxtaposition when you put the two together. It's amazing. And so what a great way to freshen up your home by just bringing in one simple piece. So the pricing on my furniture on my website, I know a lot of you guys have checked out the pricing. It's high, of course, but I gotta tell you, getting this furniture from here to there is expensive. We're gonna send one piece of furniture to Hawaii, $1,800 to ship one chair to Hawaii. And that is not even from Indonesia to Los Angeles. That's just from Los Angeles to Hawaii. So I give you the prices, but then I give you the prices with shipping too. I don't know how. I don't know which way to do it. I mean, truthfully, Amazon's got this kind of screwed up for us because there's no such thing as free shipping. So yeah, the pricing is a challenge. But if you want to become an investor and you really want to get serious about bringing this furniture, I'm telling you, you can get it at a fantastic price, but you have to be willing to go with a container, at least a 20-foot container, because managing several orders on one container is crazy. I mean, it's like whack job crazy, because you've got the orders coming in at different times, then the making of the product is finishing at different times, and so everybody's waiting for all the furniture to ship at one time. And it takes a lot of managing, and honestly, we also have to have like a guard system where we're guarding the furniture, we're making sure that there's nothing going wrong with it, we're making sure that it's packed and moved safely. So, I mean, it's just like a constant thing, and that adds to the cost, that adds to the overhead. But, back to this whole idea of telling the story, I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm looking for an investor in the industry that would like to tell the story, like the history of Rattan and the growing of it through a musical dance production at High Point, at the Las Vegas market, at the New York show, at Atlanta. It needs to be told. It needs to be told so that people and buyers can understand the connection that we have with the people here and the beauty that they're creating. Because you know what? They're not creating it for themselves. They're creating it for us. It's the truth. They don't have this furniture in their own homes. In fact, when the Indonesian people see the furniture here in the Cirebon house, they're like blown away. All of a sudden they want the chair, but they do not make this furniture for themselves. They make it for us. And so there's a story in it. And the story that's in it is about love. And it's about two people that fall in love with each other. And it's about who they are as two people and what they create for their lives with each other, and how they have a family and how they take care of their family. And they take care of their family through creating these beautiful chairs. And so there's this dichotomy between them making the chair for us and us receiving the chair, but yet we're all people, and we all should have this cool in our lives. So it's about showing an appreciation for, or honoring each other, and also recognizing just honestly what Heavenly Father has given the Indonesian people, which is Rattan, and they give us the peacock chair. So there's so many things I want to share with you. I have a container coming this week to California. We've been waiting a long time for that. And then another one coming to New York July 1st. And then we hope to be shipping another one in August for the High Point exhibition with the Marywood University students' designs that they created. And we're working on that this week before I leave here. But I also want you guys to know that I love my family. I've been away from them a long time, and I know it might appear that I don't care about them, but I do. I love my family. In fact, me being here actually is proof that I love them. It's weird to say that, but it's true. So just, message me if you are and have been watching the collection build, and you're just like, man, I really want to get that furniture. I really want to get that. Then let's talk about it and put a plan together for you. And just remember that you want to give yourself some time, like I would say 6 months, to put your order together, and 50% down, and then you can work on the rest of the 50% over the next 6 months while we're making it for you. But now would be a great time to put it together and then get it for February of next year, right when it's going to be going really strong. So I'm going to try to be a little bit better about telling this story. I don't want to be pulling out all the negatives, but it's kind of like Microsoft or buying a new Apple phone. When you buy it, you already know there's going to be problems, but you still want it because it's cool. So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with something so cool, but yet it still has its problems. But it's cool and it's worth it. It's so worth it. That's why I'm here. And I appreciate all of the clients that we have, and them being our first adopters to help us to grow the home vestures business here in Indonesia. So I hope you guys have a fabulous Sunday. Give all your people that are near to you, that are surrounding you, big hugs and love. Do that. All right, you guys, send me a DM if you have any questions. Take care. Mwah. Love you. All right, now I got to figure out how to end it. Here it is.